G'day trendsetters. About 3 weeks ago I planted a few zucchini seeds here, and as you can see they're doing quite well. Now, just a little bit of history on the preparation. This was a small row of potatoes over winter, and I hilled them up with compost and horse manure. So over the time the soil became fairly enriched organically, and when I finally got around to digging up the potatoes, it was a beautiful, deep, fluffy, friable soil, and I just knew zucchinis were going to do well in here. But apart from that, at the time of planting I also added a handful of sulphate of potash, a good bucketful of compost. I just mixed that together. I didn't dig it deeply because I'd already dug it deeply to harvest the potatoes, and planted my seeds. I planted my seeds sideways. Now I don't know if that makes any difference or not, but these guys were up inside 5 days. So very happy. But now 3 weeks on, you can see they're growing beautiful dark green leaves. The variety, by the way, is called Zucchini Green Skin. But today all I want to do to finish this off and see them through to producing zucchinis is add about a half a bag of the sheep manure first, and then about a third of a bag of this who-flung dung, mainly just to help keep feeding the soil. Zucchinis, if you've ever grown zucchinis before, they're a huge plant. They get huge big leaves, so they really do need a good rich soil to keep them going. I only want the sheep manure about an inch and a half thick. It's more to help the soil hold moisture than it is for fertility. There's not a lot of fertility in sheep manure, but it is one of the better of the manures for fertility. Probably just above horse manure and just behind chicken manure, somewhere in there. So about an inch and a half. Oh, there you go. I nearly used the whole bag. I thought I'd only need a half. I don't want it hard up against the stem or the trunk of the zucchini. I want it around the outside here where the roots are going to grow, and where I want to keep them moist and keep them fed. So the who-flung dung, apart from being just a general mulch that I want to put on top of the manure so as the manure doesn't dry and cake or form a water resistant crust. The who-flung dung is also a feeding mulch, so the zucchini will get a supply of nutrient from this mulch as well. And again, I only want this to cover the sheep manure, so half an inch to an inch is heaps. And the only thing I need to do after this, give it a good generous soak, probably three or 4 minutes, even 5 minutes with the garden hose, good deep watering. Flush those nutrients down through the soil profile into the root zone of the zucchini. Now, just while I'm talking about watering, well, it still hasn't rained here since April, basically. 12 mils back in the middle of October somewhere, and that's been it. The days are continuously and almost reliably up in the mid or up in the early 30s, 31, 32, and we're still 2 weeks away, one and a half, 2 weeks away from the calendar summer. So I water this every morning, about 20 to 30 litres of water, just to keep it growing. But that's all I need to do for now. I might, when they start flowering, when they get big enough and start flowering, I might throw another half a handful of sulfate of potash on, just to encourage that a bit more flowering out of it. But I shouldn't have to do any more. Maybe a liquid feed if I start losing this nice glossy greenness, but I don't think so. There should be enough nutrient in there to keep it going. It is a great help to me if you would consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It all goes towards helping me make more videos like this, and with a bit of luck, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Cheers and thanks for watching.